Tonight I'm going to talk about fairies. What are fairies? Fairies are the guardian angels of the animal kingdom and Mother Earth. Now, fairies are not to be messed with, so be very, very careful when you deal with fairies. Even keep figurines in your house or on your lawn, because fairies do not like humans. For the simple reason that humans are the worst predator to Mother Earth and the animal kingdom. Humans use violence for their own pleasure, for no reason, for the sake of hate, or just neglect. And animals do not do that. So basically humans go against nature, and that is why fairies do not like them. Now, there are good humans, and yes, you can work with fairies, but your intentions have to be very, very pure, which means they must come from the heart, not the mind. Now, I had a very, very good experience with a dark elf in a place I lived in Toronto for 11 years, and there was this room, and I could never go in that room. I mean, there was I always felt like edgy, and I just had to get out of there. I could never even sit in there. So I had lots of cats. I had 6 cats, and one of the cats did not get along with the other cats. So I would put her in the room, thinking, that she would come to make peace with the other cats, but she never did. I mean, she would fight them, and one time the vet bill got really high, so, I couldn't get rid of her, but then, I had to. But meanwhile, I got my dog, Anubis, and the same dog I have now. And when he was a puppy, I would put him in the room with her, so to keep her company. And I would use that room as a kennel. I wouldn't put my dog in a cage. I would put him in the room. It was a big room. There was a lot of light. So, they used to hang out with each other. And the dark elf would protect them. So, anyways, I used to work with Carnonis at the time as well. I felt very close to Carnonis. And I remember one time my dog ran away, and I did a small ritual, and of course I found my dog at the pound, which was kind of miraculous because this was like Scarborough, and I remember it was a very, very cold night, and I didn't know like there was like a little opening in between the fences, so he ran away, and I couldn't find him, and I was devastated. 'Cause I was really worried about him, and I never thought I'd find him. And guess what? My ex would call everywhere, and we called all the pounds till we found him. He was at one of the pounds, and it was like his last day there, because they were going to euthanize him. So yeah, they do protect the animals, and nothing ever happened to my animals in that apartment, contrary to other places I've lived after that. And I never got broken in. I mean, I used to live on the first floor. I had diamonds in there. I had lots of money sometimes. Nobody ever broke in. And they could have. I mean, it would have been very, very easy. And so the dark elf did bring a lot of protection to my place, me, and my animals. And one of my cats saved me from death as well. So, and as well, I used to, I recall, give offerings to the fairies of milk and marigold petals. And I would throw the offering always at the same place, but I never expected anything. And I mean, it was really, it was a yard, but I mean, with just like small patches of grass, and there was like cement. And I mean, like, I never expected anything to grow there. And one day, guess what? This beautiful sunflower just popped out. And I couldn't believe that from that soil, that beautiful flower would grow. And I remember as well one night, it was around 9 o'clock, and I woke up and there was this light orb in my window that moved so fast in the shape of a triangle and just disappeared. And I really, really felt it was the fairies, and they were there protecting us. Now, mind you, I'm not one, I mean, I still have difficulty recycling, but I started recycling again. I know I'm bad for that, but what can you do? I'm human, and I'm trying to be a better person. And so, yeah, I mean, if you really are sincere, but I don't work with the fairies. I mean, this dark elf happened to be there. So, in thanks, I would give, the light elves offerings and stuff. But not that I really wanted to call upon the fairies, the elves. It just was because of the dark elf that was there that all started. But after that, I never worked with the fairies again. But I know, and I know for a fact because I've experienced it, just be very, very careful because they're not to be messed with. They do not like humans, and for a good reason. I mean, for them, we're the worst predators, and we are. Not only for them, it's a reality. Um, Only the human race kills for pleasure and rapes their own children. I mean, so there you go. That's the reason why. And we've done so much damage to the Mother Earth and the animals that you got to be very, very careful. I myself avoid the fairies, as you see, because I'm not right with recycling. I mean, I'm trying to do it, but it's very hard. As I said, I have CFS and other health problems, so I work my shifts, but that's a lot to me. And even doing this video is a lot to me because I worked all day. So, anyways, I thought, I'd share my story with you on my dark elf experience and the fairies. But I also want to warn you guys that, if you be sincere with the heart and your soul, not your mind. And some fairy experiences have been devastating because they can ruin your life. They are tricksters. They're mischievous. Sometimes you can have a ring there and the next day it's gone, only to find it like in the most unexpected place. I mean, it could be in a drawer. So yeah, they do stuff like that. So just be very, very careful. And I thought I'd share this with you.